All right, here at head football coach Joey Jones. Coach Jones, talk about first the spring and how everything came about. I mean, we missed a couple players, offensive line and tight ends due to graduation. Do we find anybody to fill those needs?
I think we did. I think at tight end, we've got a couple guys that have really shown up pretty well. Greg Hollinger has done a good job. Wes Saxton, who's transferred from Middle Walton Junior College, did really well. And the others, we got some depth there finally. On the offensive line, I think we're bigger. We lost some linemen, but we do have some bigger linemen. If you look at our line, our left tackle is probably 312, left guard 318. Right guard probably 305, and right tackle's 285. In the center, as of this spring, we had Trey and James Elliott, but James is about 312 as well. So we're starting to get bigger on the offensive line, which will help us.
Is there one or two players that stood out in the spring due to our new offense with Kevin Matthews coming in, like a J.J. Keels might have? Because in the spring, it was like the offense might suit more towards his style now than in the old ways.
It'll fit him, but I thought at running back, Dimitri Baker really did a great job. He adapted to this offense extremely well. And he's big, he can run, he can block, and catch balls out of the backfield, so he really showed up pretty well. I thought a receiver, Jeremy Jones, had a great spring. He's just a guy, he's a small guy, but he can really run and catch. And C.J. Bennett had a good spring. This offense fits C.J. A lot of catch the ball and get it out of your hands, makes good decisions. Not as many downfield throws as what we've done in the past, and so it really fits him a lot better.
Moving to defense now, we lose really only one person, a corner, Antoine Graffrey. Who's going to fit his role right there and coming to the fall?
Well, we have some guys still coming in this summer from junior college, and so that thing probably won't shake out until summertime. But we've got some good prospects there. Really feel good about what happened this spring. If we'll stay healthy, we're going to be much better on defense. And we also added some defensive end and defensive tackle guys that will come in the summer as well. So we could, if some of these guys that we sign will come in and play well and create depth or start for us, I think we've got a chance.
Are there a couple guys in mind that you hope to come in and start a defensive line that's not here already, or to provide some more depth? Or
yeah, well, you just never know. You always, you sign them and think they want to come in, they ought to come in and start, but you never know if they could be a number two and rotate. Defensive line, we're going to play it too deep and rotate guys because bottom line, those guys it's a tough time. It's a battle every play, so they've got to get some rest. And so they weigh 300 pounds and they got to rest a little bit. And some of those positions you don't have to rotate quite as much, so we need depth there.
All right, you mentioned C.J. Bennett, his offense suits him better. How's it fit him better as opposed to the old style?
Well, what we're doing now is a lot of catch and throw, and so a lot of quick game, a lot of 7-yard passes, 10-yard passes. Whereas last year, and there's nothing wrong with it, but last year we're throwing the ball downfield more, and and when you're throwing the ball 20 and 25 yards down the field, you don't have more errors and that type of things. This is more of a ball control passing game, which fits him.
Going into summer now, what do you look for the guys coming in here doing summer workouts into the fall?
Well, number one, if we don't have a great summer, then we're not going to have a great fall. So, we've talked about that with the team. They understand that. I think we started this spring, we challenged them, and they understand the role and that they have to have this summer, the leadership we're going to have, the discipline we're going to have this summer in order to have a great fall. And so it's vitally important because we got some new guys coming in, as we mentioned earlier, and those guys have got to fit in and understand their roles pretty quickly. And if they do that, then the leadership we already have here kind of combines with that, then we'll have a shot.
Are the guys more excited now that they're going to actually play some of the schedule more coming into the fall as opposed to the previous years where we didn't?
Yeah, certainly we're playing a Division I schedule. We're playing Mississippi State, NC State, Hawaii, Troy, all those people. Arkansas State is probably in the top 25. I heard at one point. And so, it's good for us as a brand new program to play teams like that. Certainly there's going to be some, tough games in there when you play that many in a row, and we're not used to playing 13-game schedule, and we only have 1 week off during the season. So, but our kids are enjoying the challenge, they're enjoying getting ready for that. And as a competitor, you always want to play the best, and I think that's what we're doing. Our schedule this year will be as tough as we'll ever play. It'll be very similar in years out in the future, but it's not going to be any tougher. So bottom line is we're jumping into a pretty tough schedule pretty quick.